Alright guys, we're starting this back workout off with rack pulls. So, a little bit different to what I normally do. I love to start my back workouts generally with pull-ups, just to get the blood in there and things like that. But thought I wanted to focus a little bit on grip strength. I did use straps for the last set, but just holding on for as long as I possibly could without going to straps and then focusing more on the weight. So I find the key with a rack pull, it's like basically the top half of a deadlift, okay? And I do rack pulls just so that I can get that really big squeeze at the top, almost like I'm doing the back pose in men's physique. So I'm standing there, tensing, flaring my lats, trying to squeeze every single muscle in my back, and really trying to almost hold the load up a little bit as well, so everything's contract, okay? You're going to start off with the bar just above the knee, okay? Nice straight back. Pulling straight up. This is the point here where you're going to flare the lats, okay? Flare the lats, squeeze the back as hard as you possibly can, and then lower the weight down nice and controlled. Straight back up again, and squeeze. This is a really good one to start. You can go quite heavy with this exercise. I generally won't use a belt because the lower back is something that I want to strengthen, especially on something like this. So no belt, just focusing on maintaining a really nice straight back. Remember, if you guys feel any tension or any kind of weakness through the lower back while you're doing the exercise, just stop, lighten it up. You don't need to go too heavy, okay? Or too heavy for the body to handle. You want to always make sure core's on, back's nice and straight. We're squeezing the back at the top. Okay guys, now we're on to second exercise. We're on to a single arm hammer row. Now, the key with this exercise, like most back exercises, is what I call leading with the elbow, okay? So I want you to think that I've got a string attached to your elbow, okay? And in this motion here, I'm pulling the string back, okay? That's going to help you recruit a lot more of the back and try and disengage the arm. You're always going to bring a little bit of arms in there, but we want to try and minimize that and put the focus on the back. Second thing, grip. The harder we grip, the more the tension is going to travel through the forearm, okay? What we want to do is we want to minimize that as well. So do what I call a hook grip. So literally all you're doing is you're holding on in that position there, string to the elbow, pulling it straight back, nice big squeeze, and then full stretch on the way back. Open up that scapula, get that really good stretch, okay? Third and final thing, we want to make sure our chest is always in contact with this pad, okay? You'll see a lot of guys when they come in, they'll swing back like this. We're just using momentum, okay? We want to isolate it. So keeping the chest in contact with the pad, hook grip, pulling back through the elbow. When we get to the top, I want you to think that there's a tennis ball in between your elbow and your side, okay? And we want to crush that tennis ball into the side of the body, okay? So we're coming back to this point here, crush the tennis ball into the side of the body, squeeze as hard as you possibly can, and then come out, okay? A lot of people think the further back you take your elbow, the better contraction. That's not true, okay? If we bring that elbow back further, then you'll see all of a sudden I've got a lot more tension on the rear delt. So it turns from a lat rhomboid exercise into bringing in a lot more proportion of those rear delts. So what we want to do is we want to keep the tension on the lats and the rhomboids for a longer period of time. We don't want other muscles to try and help out, okay? We want to minimize other muscles helping. So when we bring it in, elbow only comes to the side. So if you're looking at me from the side, it only comes to here. We don't need to come all the way back here yet. So here, squeeze that tennis ball into the side, contract as much as you can through the lat. Single arm, hammer strength row. Starting off the next superset with wide grip pull-ups, superset with a cable straight arm pull down. As we all know, with the wide grip pull-ups, I'm a big advocate for full range of motion. None of this stopping at this point here. We're coming down, full stretch, okay, at the bottom. Almost try and disengage everything. And then the way we want to pull back up is to retract the scapula. So we want to get this range of motion going. That means that, or it helps us recruit the back on the way up and less of the arms, okay? So we're gonna come right up, nice big squeeze, control it down, full stretch. 10 reps, 4 sets. Then we're gonna come to the straight arm. With this one, I want you to almost think that you're scooping the bar down towards your thighs, okay? Keeping the arms at a relatively fixed position. A lot of people flex the triceps at the bottom to try get it down just that extra little bit more. Drop the weight and keep the elbow fixed. Because as soon as we start to flex, we're just gonna bring in the tricep and take it out of the lats, okay? So, when we're on this exercise, see how I'm almost scooping down towards the thighs. In that position here, I'm squeezing the lats as hard as I possibly can, and then coming up, keeping tension on them, keeping tension, and then straight back down, big squeeze. Same, 4 sets, we're going for 15 reps, okay? Focusing on that squeeze at the bottom. Alright guys, now we're going on to another superset, predominantly for lats. Double arm hammer strength pull down, but we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going for 1 1/4 reps. So what that means is we're going to come all the way down, again, leading with the elbows, using that hook grip I talked about before. Coming right down, up a quarter, back down, big squeeze, and then all the way up for a nice big stretch, okay? It allows a little bit more tension on the lats and the rhomboids and all that type of stuff. So we're gonna go for 8 reps on that, 3 sets on this. And then we're gonna head over and then we're gonna go for a dumbbell pullover. Now, a dumbbell pullover can be used predominantly for 2 major muscles, and that's chest or lats, okay? We're doing it for lats today because it's a back day. The only difference with the 2, okay, similar movement, how does it kind of use 2 different muscles? Well, the only difference is, with lats, we're not gonna come all the way up to the top, okay? So, I'll demonstrate. So with lats, we're gonna go for more of a stretch on the way down. So we're coming for a stretch all the way down, and then we're only gonna come up to about here, okay? If we were doing this exercise for chest, we'd come all the way up to this bit here, and we'll just squeeze the chest as hard as we can, and we wouldn't go as far back, okay? So all I want you to do, take that diamond grip. So if we're going for a grip, we're going like this here, okay? Like that. Coming right down, keeping the lats engaged, really spread them, almost like a lat spread. And then we're coming up to about there. Just before you feel the tension come off the lats and into the chest, you stop, and then straight back down for another stretch. And we're going for 12 reps on this, 3 sets. Okay guys, what we're going to finish off with is a barbell bent over row. We're going to go for something a little bit different again. We're going for a 5-second isometric contraction, so a 5-second hold, at the top of the movement, just squeezing the back. So isometric contractions or just holds allow you to kind of really focus in on the muscle. And if you pull up with the wrong muscle, with a little bit too much arms and things like that, in that top position, you can adjust it, get it back into the back, and squeeze through those areas that you really want to work, okay? So we're going for 4 sets to finish. About 5 to 6 reps, just see how you feel. I want a weight that you can get up. You don't have to get right to the belly button, okay? But I want you to be able to hold it consistently for that 5 seconds on each rep. Doing exactly like we do on normal back stuff. Hook grip, pulling up, leading with the elbows. Leave the ego at the door. You don't want to go too heavy with this because you're not going to be able to hold it, okay? When we're in that bent over position, you don't want to be up here, okay? You want to be bent over just above 90 degrees, okay? So about there. And I don't want to see any momentum, okay? It's all through the back. Coming up, squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, up, down, full stretch, straight back up for another rep. Alright guys, that is the back workout all done and dusted. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, make sure that you look at all my other social media in the description box. I do personalized meal plans, personalized training programs, all sorts of cool fitness resources, other videos, articles, all that type of stuff on my website, ironplayground.com. I'm taking in another intake of the 12-week transformation, which is 12 weeks worth of basically custom training, custom nutrition, and 100% support from me. So check it out guys, ironplayground.com.